Okay, guys, so in this particular video, we're just going to go and make this router our DHCP server. Okay, we do have a more in-depth video about what DHCP is. It has a few more commands, and we go a little bit more in depth about when to use it, how to use it, why to use it, so on and so forth. But here, we're just going to go ahead and simply make this router our DHCP server. So we go to enable, we're going to go to config T. Okay, we're going to go to our interface gigabit 0/0. We're going to give that an IP address of 192.168. Actually, that's not our topology. Our topology is 10.10.10. We'll make this 254 with a subnet mask of /24. Okay, that looks good. We're going to put a no shut. Okay, got it. Perfect. So then we're going to go into our IP DHCP pool. We're going to name this test DHCP. Okay, so invalid. The reason why is because there's a space. Make sure that there's no space when you create the word. There we go. IP DHCP. We're going to go to network. Okay, so network was 10.10.10.0 255.255.255.0. Okay, we got that. Invalid. Let's see here. It's probably because I went ahead and put IP. We should just simply put the word network. Okay, that's going to go through. Mind you, look at this here. We are basically on in my own words, I would say we are in the interface of the DHCP, right? As opposed to here where we're on global config. Okay, so we create the network. We're going to go to default router, and we're going to make this the interface. Remember on 0/0/0 are on our interface. This was this guy here. We're going to make that the default router. Okay, so that's basically going to be our gateway 254, and that looks good. We're going to exit. Okay, so that's basically the commands in a nutshell. Of course, you can go ahead and use some of the other commands, such as what would be a DNS and domain name. But in order to just get this router to start spewing out what would basically be IP addresses, those are basically the commands there. You create the pool. Okay, you create the pool, make sure that there's no spaces. It's one whole word as such. Once you create the pool, you create the network. Okay, you get the network, and then you're going to go ahead and then you're going to put the default router. Okay, so create the pool, you create the network within the interface of DHCP. You assign the default router. Okay, in this case, this guy here, the interface that we configured on this. Okay, you're going to come to your PCs, and simple enough, we're going to go to IP configuration. You could see here that on this was statically assigned, but that's going to change as soon as we click this. Okay, so we're going to click there, and voila, you can see you got your 10.10.10.1. Okay, that's one way to do it. And the other way to do it is you go into the PC, you go into your command line, ipconfig / we'll just click the ipconfig. You can see nothing's been configured. ipconfig / renew, and you're going to see here, voila, we have an IP address of what we basically configured our router. So we configured our router as our DHCP server as opposed to using a server. That's one of the functions of the router. So if you guys have questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to ask. Other than that, have a wonderful day.